Hello, fellow gamers, and welcome back to Playing Games with Flash. Of course, I'm Flash. And thank you for coming back to another episode of This Week on GamePass. Please, I would appreciate it if you like and subscribe. Thank you. Done there. So let's move right along and get right into it. This is Game Pass, the stuff that's hit Game Pass the last week here in October. Now, before I get into the last, looks like 5 games that came out this past week, let me talk about 2 that I missed because I kind of had it funky in between of when I released the last episode, of this show here. Dragon Ball FighterZ, very simple. Right, if you love 2D fighters in the team combat style, anything like kind of Marvel vs. Capcom, or Capcom vs. SNK, that style from this Arc Systems work team, that's what you're getting. 3v3 combat, tag in, tag out, excellent visuals, over the top moves, super moves, the whole 9 yards, set in the Dragon Ball world. I'm not going to say Z specifically because you got some Z characters, Dragon Ball, you got super characters, all that stuff. So if you love Dragon Ball and you love 2D team fighting, this is a no-brainer. Go ahead and go back and download this if you haven't already, because by now you should have, right? And Echo Generation. Now, I have a review coming up for Echo Generation, so I won't give away too much, but this game is Earthbound. Okay? It's stylized in that retro style slash Minecraft slash modern mixture of the two things, right? It's blocky. I don't want to say Minecraft. It's not, kind of super low res visuals. It's just blocky retro. But again, this is turn-based RPG. Very much, again, just like Earthbound. It's like Earthbound meets Stranger Things kind of vibe, right? Great game. Combat is great. Soundtrack is great. Look, again, I'm not going to give away too much. Go play Echo Generation if you like turn-based RPGs. Okay? Very simple. So let's get into this week. First things first. Right off the top, Moonglow Bay. Moonglow Bay, again, graphics here, blocky, low res-ish, retro-ish feel, set in the 80s. This is I guess the coin phrase is, it's a fishing RPG. Okay, it's very story-based, has a lot of Sims-esque vibe, if you will, but it's a progressive story. It's again fishing elements, but not hardcore fishing elements. Just you can cast your line, you can fish, you can pull it in. It doesn't ask you to do too many technical things. It's just very simple. It's just kind of very mellow, just kind of low key. The music kind of lulls you. You could fall asleep playing this game. In my opinion, you could fall asleep playing this game. I'm sure there is a crowd for this game. I don't know what it is. It's not me, but it's there for somebody. Okay, so I don't know. Play this or don't play it. It's on Game Pass. Do what you want. Moving along, The Forgotten City. Now, here's an interesting one. It's a mystery adventure first-person game. I think this game had previous releases, PC release, if I'm not mistaken, obviously. Because, when you see this game, that's going to be your first thought. You're like, oh, PC. The graphics they're okay. They're not bad. They're decent. They're not by today's standards, but they're clean. They'll get the job done, right? Where you will most enjoy this game is the dialogue options. The voiceovers are great. There's a lot of talking, a lot of dialogue, a lot of things to figure out. It's not like combat heavy or anything like that. Like I said, it's a mystery adventure game, okay? But it is interactive. There are people there. It's not like playing Myst, right? What you say you have dialogue trees. There's a lot happening in the dialogue aspect of things. So if you are into that, you'll very much enjoy this game, I think. It has kind of a time loop element built into the story. So I think this is a definite... I would recommend this game. Again, for all things considered, we're talking about free games. If you're a Game Pass subscriber, you're talking about things you don't have to buy. But I don't recommend Moonglow Bay, right? Unless you have a very specific niche that you want to scratch, right? Forgotten City, I recommend this. Go download this, check it out. Again, what's the worst that you will do? You play it for half an hour and then you decide you don't like it, delete it. Very simple. Next up, Nongunz or whatever. This is the Doppelganger edition, apparently. I don't know what that means, and I didn't care enough to dive in to figure that out. It's a action platform style thing, very much in the Castlevania realm. The maps randomly regenerate each time you leave the castle or the area or wherever, or you die and you have to climb back up and go back in. They regenerate randomly, which is nice. That's a nice thing. So it has that roguelike element. You can slide X, you can shoot with the right bumper, you can jump, you can twist jump, which allows you to avoid certain obstacles. The style is very noir, black and whitish. These type of games, they have a niche. They have the very specific target audience, and it's not the Metroidvania audience, because I'm not going to continue playing this game. I'm gonna install it. And I love the Metroidvania genre. This doesn't fall into that. So you try it. You might like it for a few minutes, or you might love this. But I say give it a shot. Don't just dismiss it immediately. Moving right along. And this was kind of a shadow drop game, right? This was not on the scheduled list. And it's Project Wingman. Again, another PC game. It's a flight simulator. A strong flight simulator. This isn't going to be as forgiving as Ace Combat, for example. However, if you are into flight simulators, definitely give this a shot. It's got great dog fighting. I was very much engaged in some of the dog fights that I got into. The game doesn't make it. The visuals are a little, they're a little dated, but I don't think that's what you're here for. You're here for the flying, the combat, the dog fighting. So keep in mind also, there's no checkpoints, right? So the game tells you that all front. It's like, so if you die or fail a mission some way, partway through, a level, it's not going to let you just, go back 10 seconds and try it again. Now you're starting from the beginning. Okay, just understand that as well. So like I said, it's not as forgiving, but I think it's good. I think this is a good flight simulator game. If you like these type of games, flight simulator, dog fighting, combat flight simulators, definitely download this. 100%. Definitely recommend. And lastly, Bassmaster Fishing 2022. I don't have a lot to say about this. I've never been into these Bassmaster games. They've been making these type of games for a long time now. These Bassmaster Fishing games, and there's a market for this. There's a target audience, just like those hunting games, and there is a market for this game. And as I've said before, with certain other genres, not me, but I played it because, again, I will do the footwork for those of you that can't. Maybe you don't have the bandwidth and you don't know what games you want to download, what you have time for. If you are not into these kind of games, if you're not into fishing simulation and do not download this game. Even the tutorial left me confused, because it just kept going and it didn't let you do anything. It just like, oh yeah, you did it. I'm like, but I didn't do it. And it's like, yeah, no, don't worry, keep going, and this is how you do this, and this is angling, and this is this, and real. I'm like, wait. You lost me in the second phase of the tutorial. Okay, but I know how this game is gonna go. I know how this game plays out. If you like this style of game, go ahead, this is for you. But if you have never tried this type of game and you don't have an interest in this type of game, don't bother with the download. It's like 20 something gigs. Just don't bother. It's not worth your time. I do not recommend this for you. Okay, if you like that stuff, then go ahead, but if not, nah. So this week I say thumbs up for Project Wingman and the Forgotten City. Nongunz is situational. Moonglow Bay is also a very niche market. Same with Bassmaster Fishing. I don't recommend those to the mainstream, but Project Wingman, it's funny because while I do recommend Project Wingman, it's also kind of a niche market because you really have to like flight simulators, and if you don't, this is not going to hit for you. So I feel like all the games this week, unlike the week prior that I did, it's a trickier bag, right? It's really targeting specific niches, and I think if you tell me to pick one that might be for everybody out of this group to at least give a shot, I would say go for the Forgotten City. Okay, and that's it, right? Got everything. So look forward to next week. I don't know what's on the docket for Game Pass next week. Might have a shadow drop, who knows, but I know November 9th we got that for Forza Horizon 5 coming. I love me some racing games, so definitely look out for that. But whatever we get next week, even if we don't get anything next week, I'll be here next week telling you we didn't get anything next week. I'll just talk about whatever I'm playing on Game Pass. So that is it. This is this week on Game Pass. Thank you, I appreciate it. It's playing games with Flash. Please like, please subscribe, check out the last video, and I will see y'all next week. Peace out.